Okay, so today we're going to be working on a bit of a fan project of mine. So one of the good things to come out of the past couple of months was the release of Suzanne Collins's prequel to The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And I enjoyed the book, but the thing that I enjoyed most about it was it re-energized me to kind of go back and reread the old series and watch the old movies. Now, after doing that, I can't quite shake off that interest that I had originally in the series. So I thought, what better to do than to look at creating a piece of artwork connected to that. Now, I really enjoyed the Arabic lantern that I made a little while ago, and I thought, what better opportunity than this to try and put together another lantern, but in a very different style. So what I'm going to be looking at doing is taking a few themes or images from the original trilogy and trying to put those together as part of a lantern. Now, the pieces that I've kind of picked out are Katniss sitting, just kind of looking out into the wilderness where she goes hunting, so kind of maybe relaxed. I want her to be looking out on a forest or a plains that has maybe like a deer or an antelope or a stag out on it. And I want to have a silhouette of the icon from the third book, so the mockingjay is kind of like stretched out in flight. So that's the plan for this. I'm going to have those three things. I'm going to try and have them in a bit of an archway together, and we'll see how it goes, because this is going to be a little bit more complicated, I think, than the lantern project. So whether you'll actually be able to see those or whether they'll be distorted when they get bent around, it's kind of an aim for this to see how this goes. So let's try it. Okay, so as a prototype outcome, this is something I'm really happy with. I think if you to look at the things that I wanted to put as part of the design and the final design itself, those three elements or three images have transferred across very well. If I'm to be really, really nitpicky about some stuff though, I think the bird or the mockingjay is a bit too big. I think it needs to be a bit smaller. I'd like to see some more branches in there as well. And yeah. So one of the things I tried this time that I was really happy with was I used a watercolor paper to draw and cut the design on. So this makes the design much thicker, much more permanent, and much less delicate. So although I like the Arabic lantern I made, I think this would be a permanent fixture in my home when I can figure out what I want it to look like, because this is not the final outcome just yet. I also want to experiment with putting an inside layer inside this to try to temper how much light gets put through the spacing, but that's going to be something which I need a little bit more time on, and I might revisit later again. So overall, really happy with what I achieved, really happy with this outcome, and I look forward to trying this again in the future. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.